has happened. An American citizen is being held in an ICE detention center in Florida. Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez was arrested yesterday when the car he was a passenger in was pulled over for speeding. Despite having identification, he was arrested for a violation of Florida's immigration laws. He went in front of a judge this morning. He proved he was an American citizen with his birth certificate and his social security card. And the judge said there's no probable cause. Let him go. And ICE did not. As of the posting of this video, he is still being held in an ICE detention center in Florida, despite the fact that a judge has said, let him go. Our system has collapsed. All of you people who are saying, oh, we'll sue him, that doesn't work anymore. No one is following what the courts say. We have fallen. America has fallen. Our government has collapsed. There is only one thing left to do. Go put on your boots. Go lace up your winter boots. Because suing people doesn't work. The Supreme Court gave Trump an order 9-0 and he said no. And now a judge in Florida said, let Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez go. And they said, don't think so. We're going to keep him here in the ICE detention facility. There's nothing left to say. There are no more words that can fix this. No more words will fix this. Go love your neighbor.
All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And this is going to be a quick lesson. And as you can see here, this alleged video was dated Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, which is today. Now, you have this woman here who said that they are holding a Northern Kingdom man in an ICE detention center who was an American citizen. Now, we've told you all, the men of the Great Millstone, that they were going to start detaining and deporting citizens, which they are. Okay, and what you're seeing currently is you're seeing these Edomites. They're starting to get afraid of their own people that are doing this. Okay, so now they want to they're going to enact what they always do, is they're going to go to violence, and they're going to enact their Second Amendment, which basically says that the right to bear arms shall not be infringed for the redress of government. So they want to protest against their government, and of course they're going to do it with violence. Okay, but this is all just a more division against the house of Satan, the house of the devil, the so-called white man. All right, and I got another video that I'm going to play, and I'm going to bring out some precepts, because this is nothing more than a house divided. So let me go. It's like it.
Shabbat Shalom. I want to know something that you're dingling. Some people call it wisdom, but I want to know.
It's time to speak up. Well, it's happened.
Let me just, Salakia, I thought I had it already in my feed, but I guess I didn't. So let me go. Because I was just watching it. It was a bunch of senators that walked out of the committee, and they didn't debate. But sometimes, TikTok removes stuff off of your feed. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Hold up. They're loading more. Let me see if I can search for it. I'm just trying to find this video that I just watched. It's not in my watch history for some reason, but now you ain't giving me no internet connection, even though I got. Oh, let's see.
I will now go to voting because we have competing. markups and other committees and...
No, this ain't it. But anyway, this is nothing more than a house divided, okay? So the video that I saw was basically they were going to nominate a judge or something like that, and they wanted to hold a debate. The Democrats had a right to hold a debate, and the Republicans that had the majority was like, nah, we're not holding no debate. We're just going to do it. Okay, so the Democrats ended up walking out. And I can't, I know I have the video, but I can't find it. But for the, I'm at the gym, so I'm saying, like, about to get my workout on. So while I'm sitting in the sauna, I just wanted to do a quick one. All right, so this is Isaiah 19:1, and it says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come to Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of the Egyptian shall melt in the midst thereof. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his neighbor, brother against brother, everyone against his brother." Salakia. Let me read that again. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." Okay? And, that's talking about how these Babylonians, they're going to go to these charmers and wizards and summoners to get instructions on what they need to do, but they're not going to get the answer. And this is why right now you're seeing so much chaos, and they don't know what to do, because they're not getting the answers that they once were getting, in the direction that they once were getting from the left-hand side. That's not coming to them anymore. So, so the Lord is doing away with that as we speak. And in verse 4 it says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hands of a cruel Lord, a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. All right. And, we bring this precept all the time, but when you're actually living in it, you're actually living in this current precept right now. You're living in the Egyptian against the Egyptian. You're living in the cruel Lord, who is Donald Trump, who doesn't have any regard for his people, only his friends and his peers, the wealthy, the 1%ers, and the small hatters. Okay, those are the only people that he's trying to protect. The rest of you Americans, y'all don't mean nothing to him. Not to mention, you got Agenda 2030. So they're not trying to hear nothing that the low-level Edomites, y'all Jakes, or anything like that have to say. They're about to push this plan through. And in the meantime, they're going to watch you all fight each other onto the death. Okay? So, I'm going to, house. All right, let me search that up. All right. Sorry, this is Matthew 12:25. And it says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself and shall fall." Slakia, divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? You see, so this devil's kingdom in all these nations, the people are divided against the top echelon. It can't stand. Even if he's pushing the mark of the beast, all he's about to do is maim and hurt and destroy and kill a lot of people. Okay, that's all that's about to happen. But he's not going to get that enterprise that he's trying to get. He's not going to get that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab another precept. This is not going to be a long video, short video. So I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra, because you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that know, we get it all the time. And these scriptures are getting brought out more and more, the same ones, because they're happening. We're actually in this part of the prophecy right now. These things are happening. This is 2 Ezra 15:15. It says, "For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand and fight against another with swords in their hands." You heard her saying we need boots on the ground. What do you think she's talking about? Huh? When she say boots on the ground, you think she talking about doing some friendly protesting? No. Esau talking about doing what he always do, grabbing that pistolatio. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing that pew-pew, and going to work. Okay, that's what he's talking about. You know, and Esau's the type that he ain't gonna discriminate whether or not you a so-called white man, black man, Chinese man. When this thing go down, if you're not a part of their clique, they don't care. It says for there should be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes. Salakia, some sweat. Salakia. And they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Salakia. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able, because all the cities going to be cut off. Okay. Because of their pride, and we're seeing that right now with the closures of all the airports. They're just already starting. Your travel is going to be limited. You're not going to be able to go and do things like you've been wanting, like you've been doing in the past. All that stuff is coming to an end. Okay. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, because when all of these things go down and this sedition start, where do you think the food is going to come from? There's not going to be any more supplies going into stores and stuff like that when all this stuff go down. Okay, it's going to be man, a dog eat dog world, man for himself. That's what it's going to be. And it says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see, so this Jacob's trouble is not just going to affect Jake. It's going to affect everybody in a very big way. And these Edomites are going to get it just as bad as Jake is. Okay, Jake is going to get it because the Edomites and everybody else is going to come to them. But at the end of the day, the Edomites and all of these other nations, Jake going to be saved out of it. A huge portion of Jake going to be saved out of it. The Lord's servants are going to eat and have, as it says in the book of Psalms, we're going to eat and we're going to have abundance in that day, and we're going to laugh. And those people that, that are the wicked, or those people that are 2/3, they're going to suffer. Okay. And that's just period. And that's about to start very soon. These bullets are about to start flying very soon. Okay. So I just want to do a quick video on that. I saw it in my For You. And hey, we're here, man. Hey, sedition is brewing. So with that, I'm going to end this off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I pray this is an edifying lesson. And until the next time, Akim, I say Shalom.